Good morning, children. Welcome to our Maths class. Today, we are going to start our new chapter, that is chapter 4, Simple Equation. Let's begin the session. So this chapter you will be studying about equations and you will be studying the new terms like coefficient, variables, then constants. So before going to the chapter detailing, let's give an introduction about the chapter. So just recall the topics children what you have studied in the previous chapters. Chapter 1 you have studied about integers, right? Chapter 1 you have studied about integers. And chapter 2 we have studied about fractions and decimals. And chapter 3 was data handling. So in the integers chapter we have studied about positive numbers, negative numbers and some rules we have studied, right? All these rules we will be applying in this chapter. Okay, when we do the calculation, you are going to apply the rules what we have studied in the chapter 1. And in chapter 2 we have studied fractions and decimals. We have studied about calculating how to do the operations of fractions like addition, subtraction, and you have learned like new term, reciprocal. So these are the things you have learned in chapter 2. Then in chapter 3 you have studied data handling, which is a very easy chapter and a small chapter. Right children, you know to draw the bar graph, you know to draw the double graph. Then you have studied about probability. You have studied an introduction of probability. That's a new topic to you, right? So in this chapter, you are going to study about equations, how to solve an equation, what is an equation. So these are the basic things you are going to learn in this chapter. So what is an equation, children? Can you see here? Here I have given an example. Example I have written in a box. Can you see here? What is this? X plus 5 is equal to 10. This is known as equation. X plus 5 equal to 10 is known as an equation. If I am writing x plus 5 or example y plus 2 is equal to 10 means that is known as equation. Equation means always it will have an equal to. Equality symbol you will have. So how you will identify the expression and equation, children? X plus 5. This x plus 5 is known as expression and the whole term x plus 5 equal to 10 is known as equation. So in this x is a variable. X is known as a variable. Variable means that we want to find the number. So we don't know that number, so we are giving a name as x. You can write A or B, any alphabet, any English alphabet, you can use it for a variable. Okay. So 5 is a constant, it's a value. So 5 we'll say in this equation we'll use a term like constant. Constant means it's a value. 10 is also a constant. So in this equation they are saying x plus 5 is equal to 10. So x plus 5 is equal to 10. So here we can find the value of x. We can find the value of x. So how we will find out that we will see it later. First we will have the introduction of this chapter. We will be learning the new terms like constant, expression, variable, coefficient. So first learn what are the new words you are learning, new definitions. First we learn about this chapter. Next we will go detail for the problem session. Okay children, now I'll read the definition. An equation is a condition on a variable. The condition is that two expressions should have equal value. Note that at least one of the two expressions must contain the variable. So equation means you should have the variable term, you should have the constant term. Okay. Equation means you should have the variable term and constant term. Then you should have an equality symbol. Then after this you should have, after the equality you can have a variable term or a constant term or an expression also you can write it down. Okay children. Now understood children what is an equation. This is known as equation. Like you will have an expression term, then you will have the equality symbol. In some equations, you will have x plus y is equal to y plus 10. Like that, it is also known as equation. Okay, here I have given a simple example. X plus y is equal to 10. X plus 5 equal to 10. This is known as equation. And x plus 5, if I am writing simply x plus 5 means that is known as expression. Okay, next we will be studying the difference between expression and equation. Now, this is first introduction. You are learning what is an equation. What is an equation, children? Equation means you will have a variable term, you will have a constant term, you will have some operations. Here, addition operation. It can be subtraction or multiplication or division or whatever it may be. You will have equation means you will have a variable term, an operation, that means any operation like addition, subtraction or etc. You will have the variable terms. Then you will be having the equality symbol. That is important. In equation you will have an equality symbol that is equal to, then after that you will have a constant term or expression, whatever. Okay, it can be an expression or it can be a constant. Okay, children. Now we are going to see the difference between expression and equation. So from this, can you identify, children, what is an expression? So we can say 3x plus 6 is an expression. 3x plus 6 is an expression. So together 3x plus 6 equal to 12 is known as equation. You all know equation means equation will have an equality symbol. So 3x plus 6 equal to 12 is an equation. We can say 3x plus 6 is an expression and 12 is, this is left hand side, right? You can see an equality symbol. So after the equality, that is known as right hand side of an equation, and before the equality symbol it is known as left hand side of an equation. So here, which is the left hand side of an equation? 3x plus 6. So that is an expression. Then after the equality symbol you have 12. So that is an expression. Commonly we will say this 6 and 12 as constant. If there is no variable with that term, we will say that as constant. So 6 is a constant, 12 is a constant. So 3x. 3x, can you see here? X is a variable, but 3x. 3x means 3 into x. So this, what is the coefficient of x? We will say coefficient of x is 3. The numerical coefficient. This is a new term you are studying in this chapter. Okay, children, listen carefully. So 3x plus 6 is an expression. So together 3x plus 6 equal to 12 is known as equation. Equation will have always equality symbol. Then what you have to keep in mind? So the 6 and 12 we can say it is a constant. So in this equation, find out the constant term. We can say 6 and 12 are the constant terms. Then 3x. So 3 we cannot say as a constant term because 3x. 3 into x. 3x is together written, right? 3x means 3 into x. So this 3 can be what it's known as coefficient. We'll call the 3 as a numerical coefficient because this 3 has a variable term with it. 3 has a variable term with it. So x. What is the coefficient of x? You'll say 3. What is the coefficient of x? 3. Understood, children? So plus is an operation. Now understood. This is how you want to identify the expression. Now you know to identify the equation. You know to identify expression and you know to identify the constant terms from the equation. So now we are going to learn about coefficient. So can you see an example? They have given an expression. So here what is an expression given, children? 2x plus 4y minus 9. So in this, can you identify the constant term? Yes, you know to identify, right? 9 is a constant term. And can you identify the variables in this expression? You know x and y are the variable terms present in this expression. Now, what is coefficient? Coefficient means the number present before the variable. Number present before a variable in an algebraic expression or in an equation. So here in this expression, what is the coefficient of x? What is the number present before x? 2. So 2 is a coefficient of x. And 4 is a coefficient of y. For example, I am writing minus 2x. For example, I am writing minus 2x. Then I am asking you, what is the coefficient of x? What you will say? You should say with the sign minus 2. Since this is a positive number, you can say 2. But if it is a negative number, you should say with the sign. So, if I am writing minus 2x means what is the coefficient of x? Minus 2. Now understood children, from this expression can you identify the terms? Terms means in between each term there will be some operation. So we can take 2x as one term, then 4y the second term, then 9 is the third term. Look at here, what are the terms present in this expression? 2x, 4y and 9. So now what are the new terms you have learned in this chapter? You have learned about expression and equation. You know to identify the expression and equation. Then you have learned about variables and constant. Now we have learned about coefficient. Okay, now let's see the next definition. So the next thing is, what is LHS and RHS? So in an equation, you know what is an equation? In an equation you will have the variables, constant term, operation, and you will have an equality symbol. You will have an equal to symbol. So you will have some terms before the equal to symbol and some terms after the equal to symbol, right? Look at here. We are having 4x plus 5 equal to 17. 4x plus 5 equal to 17. Right? So in this, first you find out the constant terms children. You know 5 and 17 are the constant terms. Then 4x is a term. You have a variable term and a constant term. So what is the coefficient of x here? 4. So here what are the terms present in this equation? You have 4x one term, then second 5 and third term 17. So here after the equal to you have a constant term and before the equal to you have 4x plus 5. So after the equal to symbol, what are the expressions given? That is known as RHS side, that is right hand side. RHS means right hand side. So before the equal to symbol it is known as left hand side. Here identify the left hand side. You know 4x plus 5 is the terms which is present in the left hand side of this equation. And 17 is the right hand side of this equation. Understood children? So left hand side means LHS means left hand side. RHS means right hand side of an equation. Okay, in this equation you have a left hand side as well as you have a right hand side. Now understood children? So when you use this left hand side and right hand side when you use for verifying a problem. I think you have learned that, right? To verify in the chapter 1 integers. Verify associative property, distributive property. There you will write down LHS is equal to. So that is the left hand side of an equation. RHS means right hand side of an equation. Is it clear now? The next definition you are going to learn is about variables. So what is a variable children? We'll represent in an equation or in an expression, we'll represent the variable by using any English alphabet, right? So here I'll read the definition. A variable take different numerical values. A variable take different numerical values. Its value is not fixed. Variables are denoted usually letters of the alphabet such as X, Y, Z, L, M, N, etc. Okay, this value is not fixed. That's why we don't know what value. That's why we are using there any variables. So x plus 9. So with 9 you want to add one number but we don't know that number. Okay, so we'll represent that as x. You will use these variables. You will study more word problems. In that you will use many variables to find out the unknown numbers. Okay children, so x means a variable that is unknown, that is not fixed, some numerical value. It may be 1, maybe 2, or any number, any numerical value, but we don't know that. So for the time being we'll mention that as a variable. Okay, so it can be x. I can write a also, a plus 9, or I can write m plus 9. So I can use any English alphabet. So here x is a variable and plus is an addition symbol, right? It's an operator we are using here, and 9 is a number. What you will say that constant in an equation or in an expression we will say variable and constants. The constant means the number or a value, we will be using a term as constant. Okay, is it clear now? In an equation you will always have a variable and constant. Okay. The next topic is we are going to study about solution of an equation. So equation, now take an equation here. For example, I have given 2 plus x equal to 4. Now we want to find the solution for this equation. Solution of this equation. So 2 plus x is equal to 4. So here what is the meaning 2 plus x is equal to 4? 4 is equal to 2 plus x. So with 2, if you add one number, you should get 4, right? That is the meaning 2 plus x equal to 4. So we don't know that number, right? We don't know that number. So we want to find out. For example, you put there x is equal to 1. So in the place of this x, you want to write 1. Okay, check it children. If you want, you can check it. Now, we are going to find the solution of this equation. So in the place of x, you write x is equal to 1. Now 2 plus 1 equal to 4. What you are getting? 3, right? 3, whether 3 is equal to 4? No, 3 is not equal to 4. So 3 is not a solution. Now you check it for 2. Now you check it for 2. So 2 plus 2. 2 plus 2, 4. So 4 equal to 4. So what is 4? X is equal to 4 is a solution. Sorry, x is equal to 2 is a solution because 2 plus 2 equal to 4. 2 plus 2 equal to 4, right? So in the place of x, for x what value we have given? For the x we have given the value 2. So x is equal to 2 is the solution. Why x is equal to 1 not a solution? Because when you substitute in the place of x 1, you are getting 3. 2 plus 1, 3. Whether 3 is equal to 4? No, 3 is not equal to 4. Then you substitute 2. So in the place of x, you are going to substitute the number 2. So 2 plus 2 equal to 4. So 2 plus 2, 4. 4 equal to 4. So you got the solution. So what is the solution? X is equal to 2 is a solution. This is how we are finding the solution. When you put a number in the place of that variable, you should get the left hand side is equal to right hand side. The left hand side of the equation should be equal to right hand side of the equation. Look at here the second example, a plus 14 equal to 23. Now we want to find out the solution of this equation. So you check it for 1. So in the place of a, write 1 plus 14 equal to 23. So in the place of a, if I write 1, I'll get 15, right? 1 plus 14, 15. 15 equal to 23. Whether it is correct? No, 15 is not equal to 23. Okay, so here there are some methods to find the solution of an equation. Okay, that we will learn when we start doing the exercise problems, we will learn. Okay, now you know what is the meaning of solution of an equation. So when you substitute some value in the place of that variable, you should get left hand side is equal to right hand side. Okay, so here x is equal to 2. Why? X is equal to 2 is a solution of that equation because when you substitute 2 in the place of x, you are getting left hand side is equal to right hand side. The same way for the example 2. In the place of a, when you substitute the value 9 9 plus 14, 23. The answer is 23. So what is in the right hand side? 23. So left hand side is equal to right hand side. So when you substitute some values in the place of that variable, you should get left hand side is equal to right hand side. Then only we can say that is a solution. Understood, children? So you will be doing many problems related to this. Find the solution of an equation. There are other methods for solving an equation. Okay, easy methods. We learned that it's a very interesting chapter, children. Once you start understand what is the concept of this chapter, how to solve an equation, it's a very easy chapter. Now let's see the next topic. Okay, now we are going to see some exercise problems. So read the question, children. Check whether the value given in the bracket is a solution to the given equation or not. So what is the first question? What is the first question given, children? Whether it is an equation or expression, it's an equation, right? N plus 15 equal to 19. So they have given the n value equal to 1. They have given, you want to substitute in the place of n. Here which is a variable, n is a variable, right? N is a variable, 5 is a constant and 19 is a constant. So in the place of n, you want to substitute the value. You want to put the value n is equal to 1 because that is given. Okay. So we want to find out whether n is equal to 1 is a solution or not. So what is the solution, children? When you substitute the value in the place of that variable, you should get the left hand side is equal to right hand side. If it is not equal, then we can say it is not a solution. So in the place of n, substitute 1. So we have written 1 plus, why we have written 1? Because n is equal to 1. That's why we have written in the place of n 1. So 1 plus 5 equal to 19. So 1 plus 5, what is the answer? 6. So left hand side is not equal to right hand side. Because 6 is not equal to 19. So we can say n is equal to 1 is not a solution. So we can say n is equal to 1 is not a solution because we did not get left hand side is equal to right hand side. Understood, children? Now let's see the second. What is the second problem? What is the question? 7n plus 5 equal to 19. Here what is n value? N is minus 2. Here in this equation, can you identify the coefficient of n? What is the coefficient of n? 7. What is the coefficient of n? 7. What are the constant terms present in this equation? 5 and 19. Okay, children. So in the place of n, you want to substitute the value n is equal to minus 2. Okay. So they are asking whether n is equal to minus 2 is a solution or not. Now we want to find out, right? When you substitute this minus 2 in this equation, you want to get the left hand side is equal to right hand side. So 7 into, in the place of n, what is the value given? Minus 2. Substitute minus 2 plus 5 equal to 90. 7 2s are 14. Plus into minus, minus. You are applying here integers rule for multiplication. Remember the first chapter now? So 7 into 2, 7 2s are 14. Plus into, because here no symbol, that means it's a positive, right? So plus into minus, minus. So minus 14 plus 5 equal to 19. So minus 14 plus 5. So minus and plus. So what you will do? Minus and plus means you will subtract different symbol. So you will subtract and you will put the greater number symbol. Here which is a greater number? 14 is a greater number. So you will put minus. So 14 minus 5, 9. Answer is 9. So what is the symbol for 14 minus? So minus 9. Minus 9 is not equal to 19. So n is equal to minus 2 is not a solution. Because we did not get left hand side is equal to right hand side. So minus 2 is not a solution. Now understood, children? Now look at the third problem. 4p minus 3 equal to 30. So p is equal to 0. So in the place of p, you want to substitute this 0. So 4 into 0 minus 3 equal to 13. You know, when you multiply any number by 0, the answer is 0. So 4 into 0, 0. So 0 minus 3 equal to 13. 0 minus 3 minus 3. Minus 3 is not equal to 13. So it is not a solution. Okay, now understood, children. So when you get the left hand side is equal to right hand side, we can say that the given n is equal to minus 2 or whether n is equal to 1, it's a solution. Okay. So you want to get the left hand side is equal to right hand side, then only we can say it's a solution. So here n is equal to minus 2 is not a solution. P equal to 0 is also not a solution. So the remaining problems we'll see in the next section. Please go through the definition part. Read this chapter, children. Read this definition of equation, definition of coefficients. Please read this chapter. Then we will go on to the exercise problems, remaining exercise problems in the next class. Okay, thank you children. Have a nice day.